I know I'm going to give you a lot of information, but just remember this. The governor of Texas can get any piece of legislation he just about any bill done he wants, whenever he wants, if he's a leader. He's the leader of the state of Texas. He's the governor. He's the leader of the Republican Party. So all this angst that we have of all this legislation that never gets done, stopping the sexual mutilation of our children, for instance, he could get that done tomorrow. He could have got that done to every special session when we were asking him to do it. He doesn't believe it. He doesn't care. He doesn't want that to be law. Stopping the vaccine mandates. He can get that done. He can get a bill done in 12 hours if they wanted it, just like they did in the third special session on giving you more homestead exemption, a little bitty homestead exemption on your property tax. They got the bill done in 12 hours. They could do that to stop the genital mutilation of our children. They could do that to stop the forced vaccine mandates. They could do that for taxpayer-funded lobbying, for all the other things that we've been trying to get done. It's not done because he doesn't want it done. In March of 20 was the catalyst for me to run. You know what happened. I put a tweet out warning everybody that it was going to shut us all down. Listen to that lying piece of crap, Fauci. I mean, who would have believed that the virus came from bad soup? I'm a Boy Scout. You boil your soup before you eat it. I didn't believe it. But the reason I didn't really believe it, that's one reason, is because a patriot, a true patriot, always questions government.
That's right.
A true patriot never blindly follows government. And then I put an op-ed in the papers, and most of them published it, begging him to open back up. You know, in one day, he put 3 million Texans out of work.
Jeez.
And made them dependent on the government. 3 million Texans. Tens of thousands of businesses were gone, unilaterally closed with his edicts, all on his own, because he's an elitist. He's a know-it-all. Thousands of them still closed now forever. And then he closed our churches. He closed our churches on the holiest season of the year, Easter. You couldn't properly bury the dead. You couldn't get married. You couldn't get baptized. You couldn't really visit the sick. You couldn't visit the sick. You couldn't see your parents and an old folks. I mean, where was the outcry to all this? Where was everybody? You know, the history of Christianity for 2,000 years, we've never closed our churches. Because you're talking about the possible salvation of souls.
That's right.
Of souls. Forever. He didn't care. He did it anyway. A mask mandate for 8 months, 9 months. People thank him for taking it off. And it's like thanking a thief for bringing their stolen goods back. He didn't have the authority to do any of that. I never would have done any of that, of course. That's why I was begging him not to do it. The Constitution didn't give me the authority to do it. I trust Texans to make the best decision for themselves. Millions of Texans with using their own minds is a lot better than one man or 181 yahoos down in that swamp.
That's right.
I would never let anyone be forced to take a vaccine you don't want for any reason.